Number 6 on the CPGM top 50 is Brian Burns, Florida State.
Guy was born to rush the quarterback. Defense was down. The whole team was down, but he stood out week after week. He was the best player on Florida State's football team last season. And I knew he could get after the quarterback. And we don't put much into the combine with athletic testing and Sparky and all that, but those drills, those field drills, backpedal, change direction, catch the football, I didn't know he could do that. And this guy is a 3-4 outside linebacker from day one. He could beat you in a multitude of ways. That's one of his strengths. A lot of pass rushing moves. He has an array of pass rushing techniques and moves. He has no problem winning with his bend on the edge. And I'll be surprised if he's not a top 15 pick.
Watching Burns, the thing that stood out to me, obviously, is his explosion off the snap. But the next thing is them arms, them long arms. I mean, he's just... I don't know if y'all remember, if you're that old, I'm dating myself, Stretch Armstrong, you remember that? That's kind of what he reminds me of, keeping offensive linemen off of him at all times, setting the edge. And I wonder, I was like, yo, man, can he get out in space? Where's his spatial awareness? He has spatial awareness. Like, it didn't surprise me. And, you guys talked about him going through the drills at the combine. None of that stuff surprised me because it translates. Sometimes it doesn't translate, workout warrior, whatever you didn't see. No, everything that you saw at the combine, I saw on tape. Watching tape against Clemson.
No, that's the game.
No, set 17 though, not 18.
Oh, okay.
Set 17. We'll talk about 18 in a second. He caused the fumble He did cause a fumble. But before the fumble, it was RPO. He hit the quarterback and the running back, made the play. Series or two later, he caused the fumble, doing almost the same exact thing. I don't know if offensive players across the board understand how long his arms are, because there are times where they think they have him beat and he's able to stretch out, grab them, pull them in, and make the play. There are things that you can't teach. Can't teach speed, can't teach length. And my man's got both.
Yeah, he got that whip bend, how he bends off the edges. And the thing with Burns, how a lot of people talk about that first step quickness is essential for pass rushers? Mm-hmm. Well, it's Burns' second and third step that's really lethal. He has a good first step, but that second and third step allow him to get around those tackles and get to the quarterback. He just hunts the quarterback like no other player in this class. My weaknesses on Brian Burns, his run defense. Mm-hmm. Also, I want to see more dog out of him. Sometimes... it just came a little too easy to him sometimes. I want to see him with more dog and more strength, because a lot of times he rushes up the field, and I just want to see like a bull rush through the tackle to the quarterback, and he can't get that accomplished because of his strength.
I remember when Florida State was getting their head smashed in by Clemson.
Or Louisville or whoever, right? I mean, we got our head smashed in a lot.
I'm just referencing one game, but if you want to talk the whole season, we can do that. It's a different podcast.
Yeah.
He's the only guy out there playing, continuing to play. And whether it be because, he's not willing to give Clemson the easy W, or whether it be, hey, I got to play for the league, it doesn't matter. He was a guy that's willing to say, you know what, we getting our head smashed in, but I'm not willing to make this easy for these guys. And that says a lot about a guy who sometimes when you get drafted high, you're not going to a good football team. You know what I mean? So you want that guy that's like, yo, I just want to play ball. I want to win. I want to make plays. I want to do the best for the guys that's around me, for the 11 that are around me that's on the field. So, it says a lot. He's not a quitter. You know what I mean? As bad as the season was going, and I'm pretty sure, man, everybody else is giving up around me. I'm still out here making plays, fighting.
Yeah, I agree.
Got a nitpick. I got a nitpick. When there's an extra blocker or he is chipped, he does slow down. If you're as good as we are saying you are, you're going to have to deal with that consistently. You got to get used to that. And maybe that's part of coaching, because we know Florida State, we question some things that are going on over there. So, in NFL, there's some ways you can handle that. Obviously you got to man up, obviously, not saying that he didn't, but part of that is technique, that some things he's going to have to learn and go through. But, I don't see anybody chipping him early. He'll be able to take advantage early. But, you do enough damage, we're going to send somebody your way, don't worry.
There it is, man. Brian Burns, our number 6 overall prospect in the CPGM top 50.